Welcome to another beautiful episode. When you get on here, please share to bless somebody. It is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated, and we are so grateful and so happy that you've joined us or you will join us soon. Share to be a blessing to someone when you get on here, as I do same on our other platforms. You are most welcome. We appreciate you so much. We thank you for joining us. It is another beautiful day, another beautiful Saturday, and we thank God for how far He has brought us or how far He is taking us. You are so welcome. You are welcome. As I share on whoever is here, thanks for joining. Please share to be a blessing to others. Share to be a blessing to others. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. We appreciate the support so much. We're gonna give thanks for joining, Brendan. Oh, Sergeant, thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Please be a blessing to others and share for us. We appreciate you so much. As I do same. We thank you so much for the support that you've shown to us or you shown to us. We say God bless you. We're going to start in few as I share on our other platforms as well. But how has your week been? How is the holiday season going? Let me know, how is everything going on for you. Let me know. Let me know how is the week been. Mine has been super good. Mine has been nice. I can't complain. I cannot complain. He's been wonderful to us, to our families. He's been gracious to us. All we can say is thank you to him. All we can say is thank you to him. We appreciate him very much. We thank him so much. As I do say, we'll start in few. Bear with me 1 second as I share this. But you welcome. So today our topic is the act of giving. The act of giving. The act of giving. The act of giving. And you say that, oh, but we've been giving all throughout the year. We've been giving out throughout the year. So do we still have to give? Yes, we still have to give. Thanks for joining, my brother Kwame Testimony. I see you on here. Thanks for joining. So yes, the act of giving, we do have to give at all times. Listen, in this Christmas season, in this festive season, put a smile on somebody's face, okay? Put a smile, be that source that person would enjoy this Christmas. Be the source of that person's happiness. I'm looking this way because I'm sharing on other platforms. So be the source of somebody's happiness. Be that person. I salute you too. Be that person. Put a smile on somebody's face this season. It is not how much you give, but it is how much love we put into the giving. Okay, it is not how much we take out and we give to that person. It shouldn't always even be that, oh, I am giving out this thing to somebody. It could be just your mere words. It could be just your mere actions. It could be just something that you do, that person will look at and say that because of what you did, I am happy. Because of what you did, I was able to celebrate this festive season with happiness. Because of you, I was able to do this. Because of you, I was able to get up and move again. Be that source of light. Be that source of beacon in that person's life. Be that person that the person will call, or somebody will call and say that, thank you for everything you did for me. Thank you for everything you are doing for me. Thank you for everything you bestowed on me. As I said, it is not about how much we give. It is about how much love we put in what we are given. All right. It should not be always something huge. It could be anything as, hey, you are blessed. It could be anything like, hey, it's going to be okay. It could be any little thing. It is the thought behind it that matters. It is the thought behind it that matters, because that little act of kindness goes a long way. That little act of giving goes a long way. Be that source of happiness for somebody this Christmas, this festive season, all right, and the years ahead, the year upcoming. Be the source of somebody's happiness, all right. Be the source that somebody would. Please do, please do, please do. Be the source of somebody's happiness, all right? Be the source, be that go-to person that the person would look at and say that, hey, when I reach out to this fella, when I reach out to this lady, when I reach out to this gentleman, he helped me. It wasn't anything huge, but the fact that he was able to listen to me, the fact that he was able to support me with that little thing that he or she has, is what matters. All right, never give anything expecting something in return. Never do that. Never give anything expecting something in return. This Christmas season or this festive season, never give anything, or even in your life in general, never give anything without expecting anything in return. Because the world becomes a better place when we reach out, when we give out, when we pour into people's life. The world becomes a little closer to being better when we do that. All right, so be that source of somebody's life, be that source of somebody's happiness. Remember, it is a nobler thing to give than to take. It doesn't matter how you put it, it doesn't matter how you word it. It is better to give than to receive. It is a blessing to give than to receive. It is a blessing to be that source of joy for that person than to receive. It is a blessing for people to say thank you than for them to say, oh, all he knows to do is always come take. It is a blessing to be the giver, to be on the given side, because once you give out, you have room to receive more. Once you give out, you have room to accumulate more. But if you are always keeping it, if you are always hammering it, how then does the space come for you to be able to get more? It doesn't matter how big or small whatever you thinking of giving is. It doesn't matter. 1 second, guys. Let's say it doesn't matter about that. It's about the thought behind it. It's about what you are looking to achieve at the end of the day. It's about what you are looking to achieve at the end of the day. It's not about, oh, how is this thing going to happen, or how am I going to get more if I give this out. It's not about that. It's not about that. Be that source of somebody's joy. All right. Our happiness doesn't result from what we get, but from what we give out. Sorry, guys, I'm looking here because I'm sharing to someone that just sent a message. They can't see the link. So bear with me 1 second. Bear with me. There we go. So it's about what we get from giving. It's about how we feel when we give. Our happiness doesn't result from what we get. Our happiness results from what we give out. If you are one person that is always taking, take without forgetting. that somebody gave you. Take without forgetting that when I'm also blessed to be in that position, I am going to do the same thing that that person did for me. So never give and remember, and never take without forgetting. Let me put it, wait, did I put it well? Never give without remembering, or never give and remember it. And at the same time, never receive and forget. I think that's what I wrote. Yeah. Never give and forget. It says always give without remembering, and always receive without forgetting. That is it. Never give without remembering that, hey, I give this person that, I give this person that, and he's not even thanking me. He's not even. Were you doing it for thanks? Were you doing it for praise? Were you doing it because you genuinely want to be of help to somebody? Or you were doing it because you want to be praised for what you gave to that person? Give without expecting anything in return. Give without expecting that that person would do something to appreciate in return. Give without remembering, and take without forgetting. Remember, it is a nobler thing to give than to receive. As I said earlier on, our happiness doesn't dwell on what we get. Our happiness dwell on how we give. Our happiness dwell on how we are open. Our happiness dwell on how we are able to put smiles on people's faces. Help somebody this festive season without expecting anything in return. This festive season, be that source of joy for that person. That person that you think that, oh, he's doing well. Just go in there and say, hey, how may I be of help? What can I do to assist you? It might not be in monetary aspect, but what can I do to make your day better? That is the act of giving. It is only by giving that we can receive more. It is only by giving that we open up for refilling. It is only by giving. Those simple acts of kindness are by far the most powerful thing that we can ever do. Those simple acts of kindness, they are by far the most powerful things that we can ever do. Most powerful because you end up making somebody's life better. Most powerful because you end up getting that inner peace. Most powerful because we end up getting that break free. Most powerful because we end up sitting back and knowing that indeed we've contributed to somebody's life. Most powerful because we realize that it is not, sometimes it is not about the material things. Sometimes it is not about the money. Sometimes it is not about what we can give. But when we give ourselves, when we give our time, when we give our resources, when we give our advice, that is what makes somebody's life better. It is only by giving that we have room to receive more. It is only by giving that we have room to overflow. The question we should be asking ourselves is, what are we doing for people this festive season? What are we doing? What is one thing that we can do? One little act that we can do that will be sure that we put smile on somebody's face. Ask yourself that question. What can I do this festive season to be a blessing to somebody? What can I do this festive season to put smile on somebody's face? What can I do this festive season to make sure that, hey, somebody also celebrate this Christmas well? Be that source of light. Be that beacon of hope. Be that beacon of light for somebody this Christmas, this festive season. And we are not just doing it this festive season. We are going to do it in the years ahead of us. The law, I wrote here, I said the law of giving is simply give joy if you want joy in return. Give love if you want love in return. Give or help others if you want material affluence in life. That's the law of giving. If you want love, give love. If you want joy, give joy. If you want happiness, give happiness. If you want material affluence, help others. Point blank, period. There is no end, if, or but on it. That is the law of giving. Thanks for joining. Whoever is on here, please share to be a blessing to others. That is the law of giving. If you want joy, give joy. If you want peace, give peace. If you want happiness, give happiness. If you want material affluence, help others. That is what we're dwelling on, helping others. Help others to move from one point to the other. Help others to put that smile on their face. Help others in this festive season so they can also say that indeed, because of this fellow, I was able to smile this festive season. That because of this fellow, I was able to enjoy the season as well. Help others. Be that source of light. Be that source of happiness. Be that source of joy for them. I ask again, what are you doing for others this season? What are you doing in order to be sure that you put smiles on people's faces? What are you doing in order to for that person, that is close to you, to know that indeed you care so much about them? What are you doing? Be that source of light. Always give without remembering, and always receive without forgetting. We said that earlier on. Always give without remembering that I did this for this person, without remembering that, some time ago I did this for that person. I gave this thing, that, and they didn't even say thank you. Were you expecting thank you when you were doing that act of kindness? Were you expecting thank you when you were, if they come to say thank you, it is a bonus. If they come to say thank you, it is an added praise. It is an added blessing. But never do anything for anybody without expecting anything in return, without expecting that they're going to hail you, they're going to be at your beck and call, they're going to do anything for you. Learn to light that candle in that darkness moment to make somebody's life a better place, to make somebody's life blossom, to be the light that help others to see. Be that light in that darkness moment. Be that light in that darkness corner. Be that light in that darkness place. Be that light. Be that light. Be willing and always ready to help others. Be willing and always ready to support others. Be willing and always ready to be of assistance when need arise. When need arise, be willing and ready to help others. Maybe that is where you get your blessings from. Maybe that is where your breakthroughs come from. Maybe that act of kindness is where you get things going for you. Continue doing it. Never ever stop doing good because somebody did not say thank you. Never ever stop doing good because somebody did not come and say that I appreciate what you did for me. Never ever let somebody stop you from doing what you are supposed to do as your God-given responsibility. What you give is what you get. What you put out determines how much you're going to receive in. What you put out determines how much the journey is going to look like for you. Never allow anybody to stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. Bring warmth and value to somebody with no expectation in return. Bring warmth and value to somebody this season without expecting anything in return. Given is what gives life a deeper significance. So you might think that maybe because of what you have, that you are living this long, that you are doing well, that everything is going on for you well, that everything is aligning for you. No, my brother, it might be that little kind of uh, act of kindness that you did for somebody. You might think that, oh, I am doing well by everything that I have known. I am doing well by everything that I am putting in place. I am doing well by everything that I try to do. It might be that act of kindness that you showed that fellow. It might be that act of kindness that you showed that brother. It might be that act of kindness that you showed that little girl. That is how come everything is falling in place. That is how come your stars are aligning for you. The act of kindness, the act of giving, the act of pouring out. It is only through them that we end up receiving more. As I said, you might think that you are doing well because of your own accord, because of your own hard work. No, it might be because of that act of kindness that you did for that fellow that you weren't even looking. That act of kindness, that word that you said to somebody that made them move from where they are to where they are, where they were to where they are now. That is what is making things go on for you. Be that light, that shine in that darkness moment where people think all is lost, where people think all is done, where people think that they are ready to throw in the towel, and you come in and you give them that little kind of hope. Be that candle that lights somebody's darkness. Be that light. Be that light. Be that light. I said earlier on, I said the law of giving says give joy if you want joy, give peace if you want peace, give love if you want love. But if you want material affluence, help others. Help others. That little kind of act, that act of kindness is what matters. Learn to light the candle in the darkness moment for somebody. Be that light that helps them to do things that they thought they cannot do. Be that light that helps them to get up and say that indeed I can do all things if I put my mind to it and through Christ who strengthens me. You think that it is because of your hard work. That is why things are falling in places for you, right? You think that it is your own hard work that is making everything check for you, right? No, it might be that little kindness that you did for that person. It might be that little kindness, that little word that you said to that person. It might be that positive thoughts that you gave, that positive advice that you gave to that person. That could be your source of success. Be that light. Yes, if you want material affluence, help others. Bring warmth and value to somebody's life without expecting anything in return. Bring warmth and value to somebody's life without doing it as if you are doing it for yourself. Doing it as if your life depends on it. Doing it as if that without that you cannot move on. Bring that warmth and life to somebody's life. Do it as your life depends on it. Do it as if you don't do it, something will happen to you. Do it as if that, hey, this is what I need to do in order to continue getting more. This is what I need to do in order to enlarge my coast. This is what I need to do more in order to get the best of the best. I have never seen anybody getting poor from giving. I have never seen anybody getting poor from helping others. I have never seen anybody getting poor from opening up to people to help them. I have never seen anybody like that. Because once you help others, doors open. Once you help others, things start falling in place for you. As I said, it is not because of your hard work that things are falling in places for you. It is not because of what you've acquired that things are going well for you. It is because of that kind of acts, that kindness that you show to that person. Be the source of somebody's life. Be the source of somebody's happiness. Remember that I said, remember that not all acts of kindness, however small, is ever wasted. If you do not get the result today or the reward today, your children will get it. If you do not get the reward today, you might get it tomorrow. If you do not get the reward today, your grandchildren might receive that reward. Because you opened up your heart to help others. Because you opened up your mind, your heart, your hands to help others. Because you opened up your resources to help others. I always say that helping others shouldn't always be in material form. It can be in so many ways. How are you lighting somebody's candle in this festive season? How are you lighting somebody's candle in this time of the year? Be kind in all you do. Be kind in every aspect of your life. Giving is the greatest act of grace. Mr. Kwame Testimony, if you're there, please write this for me. Giving is the greatest act of grace. The greatest act of grace is given. The greatest act of grace is you pouring out. The greatest act of grace is you helping others. We rise when we help others up. The greatest love, the greatest happiness, the greatest act of grace is given. Are you giving expecting something in return? Are you giving expecting that people be at your beck and call? Are you giving expecting that whenever you need them, they should be there for you? No, that is now how things work. Give without expecting anything in return. Give without expecting that they would ever show you that same kindness. Given because it is your responsibility, because it is your God-given responsibility to put that smile on somebody else's face. It should not be because of money. It should not be because of material things. It should not be because, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. That is why I'm helping you. I want you to be able to do this for me. That is why I'm helping you. No, it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be like that. You should give selflessly. You should be that source of joy for that person. This Christmas, be that source of joy. Be that source of somebody's smile. Put that smile on somebody's face. Somebody who is not expecting it. Somebody who thinks that, oh, all is done. Somebody who thinks that I am going to celebrate this Christmas anyhow or anyways. Somebody who thinks that I don't have what it takes to also enjoy this season. Be that source of happiness for somebody this season. Be that source of happiness for somebody this Christmas season and the New Year's. Be that source of happiness. Remember, no one ever become poor from giving. No one ever become poor from pouring out. It is when we pour out that we have overflow. It is when we pour out that we have more going for us. It is when we pour out that we have everything fallen in place for us. Be that source of joy. Be that source of happiness. Understand that once you do that, once you start doing that, your reward will come. Don't expect anything in return when helping others. Don't expect anything. Thanks for joining, Abena. Don't expect anything in return. Be that source of light for somebody this festive season. Be that hope that somebody needs. It shouldn't always be material things, as I always say it. But remember, give without remembering and receive without forgetting. Remember that once we give out, that is how much we can receive more. Once we pour out, that is where we have overflow. Once we pour out, that is where our coast enlarges. If you are not the one going to receive that reward, your children will receive it. Your children's children will benefit from it. Your grandchildren will benefit from it. But be that source of life for somebody this festive season. Be that light that shines when there is darkness. When people think that all is lost, when people think that they cannot go on anymore. As I always say, it shouldn't be just monetary aspect. It could be just your mere words. It could be just you saying, hey, everything will fall in place. Hey, everything will be well. Hey, it is going to be okay. Hey, this is my advice. This is what helped me when I was in this situation. And I think it would help you too. It is everything that got to do with kindness, everything that got to do with giving, everything that got to do with you pouring out. Because it is when you pour out that you get more. The question again is, what are we doing, or what am I going to do to impact somebody's life this festive season? What am I going to do in order to put smile on that little girl at that corner's face? What am I going to do to put smile on people that don't have, so they can also enjoy this season, so they can also enjoy the Christmas season? As I said, the law of giving says, if you want joy, give joy. If you want peace, give peace. If you want love, give love. But if you want material affluence, help others. If you want material affluence, help others. If you crave material affluence, help others. Learn to light that person's candle. Learn to light that candle that it is getting dim, that nobody seems to care about. Learn to light that candle for that fellow. Learn to be the source of somebody's smile. Learn to be the source of somebody's happiness. Learn to be the source of somebody having a best Christmas this season. Your little kind of kindness goes a long way. I have never seen anybody getting poor. I've never seen anybody who is pouring out every time. lack. Maybe you might think that it is because of your hard work. It is because of your fortune that everything is falling in places for you. It is because of everything that you are doing that everything is falling well for you. Yes, it might be that little act of kindness that you did for that person that you weren't even expecting that you could do, or that you weren't even expecting that there will be any reward from it. It could be that. It could be the reason for your happiness. It could be the reason for your breakthrough. It could be the reason why everything that you touch does well. If you give freely, things come to you freely. If you give holding on, things take time and things become difficult to come to you. The greatest act of kindness, or the given, is the greatest act of grace. The greatest act of grace is when we pour out. The greatest act of grace is when we give our all, is when we help others rise. Pour out so you can get more. Pour out so everything that is working for you would continue to work for you. Remember, it is the thought behind what you do that matters. It doesn't matter how small that thing is. It doesn't matter the size of whatever you are giving out. It is the thought behind it. Giving is what give life its deepest significance. It is the thought behind the fact that I'm doing it without expecting anything. I'm doing it because it is my God-given assignment to do. I'm giving it because it is my God-given responsibility to do. I'm doing it because I am able to give. I am able to pour out. I am able to help others smile. I am able to help others do well. I am able to help others also get to where they need to get to. Our angels come in so many different forms. I said that some time back. Our angels come in so many forms. So maybe that person sitting there, sitting somewhere, not knowing what to do this season, might be your angel. Not knowing how to make ends meet this season might be your angel. The greatest act of giving, or the greatest act of grace, let me put it that way, is giving. Give without expecting anything in return. Let this festive season be one that we can look back next year and say that because of that thing that I did, that is how come, or I have come this far. That is how come things are falling well for me. That is how come things are falling in places for me. The act of kindness, the act of giving, the act of pouring out, the act of helping others. What are you going to do to be the source of light for somebody this season? What are you going to do to be the source of light that somebody would have to look at and say that indeed God has been good to me? May we be people who give without expecting anything in return. May we be people who pour out without expecting anything in return. May we be that light, that breakthrough light that shine forth to somebody when they think that all is lost. May we be that light that shines in that darkness, that penetrates. in that darkness. No one ever becomes poor in giving. The nobler thing to ever do is give. Giving is nobler than taking. Help somebody this festive season. Help them also have a memorable Christmas. Help them have a memorable year. Help them put a smile on their face. Help them to look back and say that indeed God came through for me. Put a smile on somebody's face. It is not how much we give. It is how much love we put in what we are given. It is how much love we put in what we are pouring out. It is how much thought we put in what we are letting go. It shouldn't be something huge. It shouldn't be something big. It shouldn't be something that you would have to cry about if you are giving it out. It can be something small. It can be as little as the mustard seed. It can be as little as your words. It can be as little as anything. As far as the thought behind it is good, as far as the thought of you giving that thing out is good, be the source of somebody's happiness. Give without expecting anything in return. Give without expecting that somebody would also come to your rescue. You only get more when you give out. You only get more when you pour out. You only get more when you give freely. May this festive season cause us to do things freely. May this festive season cause us to give out without expecting. May this festive season cause us to be that source of light for somebody next door, somebody sitting at that corner. It could be that little thing that you giving a jacket to somebody and say that, hey, this festive season, I can see you sitting here every day. Every time that I pass by, this is for you. So you can also keep warm in this season. Or so you can also get something for yourself in this season. It could be as little as that. Let's pour out. Let's give all. As Christ gave us freely, let us also give freely. As God gave his only begotten Son for us, let us also give freely to help others. Be that source of light for that person that needs it, for that fellow that needs it. Put a smile on somebody's face. Once again, this is a dose of encouragement incorporated. We wish you a very happy and memorable Christmas. And we wish you an upcoming prosperous new year. We pray that God continue to embarrass you with blessings because you gave freely. God continue to pour in your life and that of your family because you gave freely. God continue to pour in your life and your family and your loved ones because you helped somebody. God continue to pour in your life as tomorrow is Christmas Day. May he answer your call. May he answer your plea. May He visit you when you least expect it. May He come to your rescue when you need it. May He pour His blessings, open heavens unto you, our fans, our audience. May He continue to embarrass you in anything and everything that you do. May the joy of Christmas never depart from your household. May the joy of giving and Christmas never depart from you. May the joy that Christmas bring never leave you. Because you opened up to give, because you opened up to help somebody, because you opened up to be that light, that candle, that light, somebody's darkness, because you decided to be that vessel that God will use, because you decided to be that vessel that God would use to carry that message across. Open up your heart to receive. Open up your heart for that overflow that will be coming in. Open up your heart for that overflow that is waiting for you because you gave out, you let go of something. Listen, you are letting go because not because you have it overflowing, not because you have it too much, not because you don't know what to do with what you have. You are letting go because you want that overflow to come back in. You are letting go because you want that blessing to keep coming. You are letting go because you want your job, your business to do well. You are letting go. You are helping. I shouldn't even use the word let go. I should use the word help. I should use the word given. I should use the word kindness, because you are given that act of kindness just so that you can receive an overflow, just so that you can receive abundance, just so that you can receive more. Allow yourself to receive that overflow with your little act of kindness. Allow yourself to receive that little overflow with your little help that you give to somebody, with your act of giving that you are giving to somebody, with that act of kindness that you are doing for somebody, with you, that kind words that you are saying to that fellow. Allow that overflow to come in. May the joy of Christmas open doors for you and your family. May the door of this season open doors for you to on places that people go and get rejected, at places that people go and get the door shut on them. May you find yourself entering that door. May you find yourself getting opportunities, getting doors open for you because you opened your heart to that kind of act. Because you opened your heart to helping others, because you opened your heart to allowing somebody also enjoy this season, because you opened your heart to let the overflow come in. God, this wasn't part of my preparation, but I think that God knows what He's doing. Allow yourself to receive that overflow. Help somebody. Help somebody. Help somebody move from one point to the other. Help somebody move from they not knowing what to do with their lives. They're not knowing how the day will go. They're not knowing how tomorrow will be. They're not knowing what the remaining of the year would be. Know exactly where they move from here. It could be your advice. It could be your help. It could be just mere words. It could be just you sitting there and listening to them. It could be just you handing over little gifts to them. It could be anything. As long as you are doing it without remembering, as long as you are doing it without expecting anything in return, as long as you are doing it without expecting that they too would give you something, God would also show up for you big time. God will also show up for your family big time. God will also show up when you least expect it. As we end or we approach the end of the year, may everything and anything that you've ever asked for, that it is yet to be granted, before the new year's. And until we see you again, we say that stay blessed, stay committed, stay open, never ever give up giving, never ever give up helping others, never ever give up on anybody. Let your acts of kindness lead. We thank you for keeping us along this whole year. We thank you for making this something that we can all look back and say that indeed people, community helped us get there. If you haven't followed us yet, please do. On here on Facebook, A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated, and on our website, let me pin it here, adoei.org. Go there, join us to grow. Go there, join us to grow. There is a form on there that you can join us, whether you want to be a motivator, a contributor, a member, a volunteer. You can be on there. But most importantly, we just want that community to be somewhere that we can all go and then learn from each other, as we are doing on here, but learn from each other, get professional assistance as well for free. It won't cost anything for you to be on there, where you can put your questions and then we would have professionals answer them. So it is a whole lot that it's given. We have our podcast on there that you can listen on the go. We have our videos on there that you can listen. We have articles that will be put on there that you can read and all that. You can also put your questions and your concerns there, and then as community we will discuss and then find out solutions, for each other. So it is something to check it out. If you haven't already done so, please do adoei.org. Help us grow, help us reach other country, other nations as well. As I always say, come June, July, we would have our second social impact project upcoming. It's in the pipeline. We're planning it. Excuse me. We're planning. I can talk to this morning. We're planning it. So we'll put update on there as well as then when we go. But as I say thank you so much for your help. Thank you for keeping us along. Thank you for taking us along. To my team, oh gosh, I can't even thank you guys enough. Thank you so much for your time, your dedication, your effort. To my board of directors, to everybody that is supporting this cause, my husband, my son, anybody that is making this vision something that will become a household name. We appreciate you very much. We say that may God bless you, may God increase you, may God honor you in time of need. And until I see you again, I sign out. Have a fruitful and a Merry Christmas, and have an upcoming prosperous New Year. See you and goodbye.